Shaq Talk Stocks back again. Another day, another video. Alright guys, know I've been going for like a day, but right now I'm gonna be uploading on like a 2-day schedule. Change the schedule around a little bit, switch it up. Always switching it up. But today, get right into the video. Not gonna waste no time. On this episode of Compare and Contrast, Apple stock versus Apple iPhone. Which one is better? Is it either better than the other one, or is it on the same level? Let's get into it. Alright, so I looked up the average cost of an iPhone. Now, I want to give you the exact number. So the average cost of an iPhone, when you Google it, is $758. Right? That's almost $1,000 for the average iPhone. I think, what's the latest iPhone out right now? The SE? I got the iPhone 7. I don't go past this. Like, I had the 8. It didn't last a year. So I think the 7 is right where I'm at. This is my night. It's fast enough. Whatever chip is in here works for me. It's small, can put it in my pocket. It's good enough, right? I like it. Like I said, it's fast. Does enough for me in 2020. I see people with the iPhone 12, all kind of iPhone, iPhone 13, iPhone 19. I don't need any of that because I noticed that with these phones, all they're doing is just switching. They're saying they're switching out the chip inside the phone. When the phone seems like all the phones seem just as fast as the older models. And all they're doing is moving around the camera, and also the software inside the phone is what's actually making pictures better and stuff. It's not really the hardware, the actual camera. It's just the software. Like when you take a picture in portrait mode and you get that blur effect, yeah, that's actually like software doing that. It's not like the actual camera is better. So it's a little bit of a rip-off if you know what's going on the inside. But anyway, which is better, Apple stock or Apple iPhone? Like I said, iPhone you can get for $758, so $750. And Apple stock right now is going for $112. Yes, they did have a stock split, but before that it was going for $500, which is even cheaper than buying a new iPhone. So right now, just off price, we got iPhone. Also, I've been looking up what's driving Apple stock. Like where's Apple stock gonna go next? How is it gonna go higher? What's the driving force behind the Apple stock? How is it gonna keep being innovative? How is Apple gonna keep being innovative? And I was looking up what's really hitting, and they're banking on the Apple wearables, basically like iWatches, AirPods, you know what I mean? And also the Apple services. So let me give you all the services. I want to give you the right information. So the Apple services that they're banking on is, of course, the iCloud, Apple Pay. Go to Starbucks and stuff, you use the Apple Pay. Apple Music, anybody listen to music off the AirPods. And Apple Arcade. I'm not really a gamer, but I know a lot of kids play games on these phones. So Apple Arcade, people, well, not people, but the kids, they grab their mom credit card, buy everything in the game store. So that brought in $13.6 billion in revenue last year, just off the services. So you could buy an Apple iPhone for $758, spend money on the iPhone, spend more than what the Apple stock is worth, play games on it, spend more money on the games. What's an average Apple game? Let's say $10. So you're in the hole about $770. Of course, as you're using the phone is going down. The batteries in these phones never last long. What else? You could drop the phone. Oh, my bad. Let me show you my phone. Yeah, that's one of the bad things about owning an iPhone. Everybody who's watching this video right now, they probably got a cracked iPhone, because I don't know how you could build a space shuttle that could go to the moon, but you can't build an iPhone that take one drop. Like, this thing is literally like, I understand it's glass, but make some like plexiglass or something. Like, this thing is, once it taps something, it breaks. I've never had an iPhone where it didn't break. All my iPhones break. Say I'm clumsy, I'm careless, I'll take that. But I also say get a more reinforced product that doesn't break so easy, you know what I mean? Because then you gotta go spend money on a screen, and sometimes they fix it, they mess up the home button. It's regular if you're an iPhone user. But like I said, you could buy the stock and you hold the stock, and it's a growth stock, because last time I checked Apple stock, it was last time I really checked it, which was 2018. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not an Apple stockholder. It was at like 200. Then the next time I checked, which was early on this year, it was at 500. So it's a growth stock. Just like how it's at 100 right now, the price is gonna steady go up, because the next iPhone they release, the next AirPods they release, all the services, it's just gonna drive the price right up. So I would buy the stock if you ask me. I'm not an Apple stockholder. I didn't really mess with the stock split and stuff, but I'm not mad if you did, because it's better than owning just an iPhone that'll crack within one drop. I don't care if it's the SC, whatever, it's gonna crack. Whether you drop it or you hit it on something or it's in your pocket, it brushes on something. So cracked iPhone over Apple growth stock. I would take the stock any day of the week. So that's where I'm at with that. Let's see. Meanwhile, Apple wearables, home, and accessory units saw sales jump 17% to 6.45 billion in the June quarter. These units include the Apple Watch. I don't really see too many people with Apple Watches anymore. Like I don't have one. I know a couple people with it. AirPods wireless. The AirPods. That's what's really gonna. That's what's killing the game. Everybody got AirPods. Those replace the wired headphones. I got AirPods. You got AirPods. I'm sure you're watching this on. So also the HomePods. I don't know if too many people own the HomePods, but it says they do. So that's what's going to be driving the Apple stock. So if you ask me, also Mac computer sales jumped 22% to 7.8 billion. So people still buying the Mac computers. You know what I mean? All this is driving the stock up. This is what's going to make the stock more valuable than if you were just to buy an Apple product, which I think, like I said, it doesn't really last too long if you're very active like me. So in my opinion, we're gonna have to go with the Apple stock on this one. Apple stock takes the cake. It's rising every year. You could count on it to be a growth stock. It's gonna go up. Apple iPhone is definitely gonna depreciate. You might end up with one of these. Then you gotta spend more money on the screen after you just spent $750 on the dang phone. Also, you're spending money on games. You're spending money on streaming software from Apple. So you're just putting your money into a hole. You're not really getting anything back. Now, if you make money off the iPhone, that's a different story. But how many people we know make money off the iPhone? All they do is just play around with it. So that's my take on it. Apple stock versus Apple iPhone. Apple stock any day of the week. Shaq Talk Stocks. This was another episode of Compare and Contrast. Like the video, share, turn on your notifications because I don't think YouTube is sending out the video notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Salute.